Bulletproof Radio, a state of high performance.
That's, again, a feeling of peace. How do you even know what peace is supposed to feel like versus just being high or drunk or, you know, having really good sex or all the other things that seem pretty darn peaceful to me. So how do you know, how do you identify that feeling of peace for the first time?
So the feeling of peace when I experienced it for the first time was just this overwhelming sense of calm and well-being that I just had inside of me for no reason. It wasn't the high that you have on pot where you just like whatever brand of THC you're currently imbibing, right, where you're just shot out of a cannon. And then you have this kind of momentary, expansive, out-of-body experience in time. And then all of a sudden you have to come back to the reality that is your life, right? So every other avenue and means of coming to that peace is unsustainable long-term. You know, I think sex is a great example because there's a moment where that basic primal need is fulfilled. And as a result of the filling of that need, we do have an entry point into that peace and into that moment of, okay, I'm at peace here, right? I'm able to relax here, right? But again, it's momentary. So through all external mediums and phenomena and forms, that point of connection is elusive. You know, we can't sustain it, right? We have to come back to what's naturally available inside. You know, our biology, our mind, who we are at the feeling level is the ultimate technology. We're just not using it. You know, we're not using
right.
what we have. And that's because we haven't been trained to use it, right? Nobody's ever sat us down and said, hey, it's okay to accept your emotions. It's okay to be with what's going on in your mind, but you don't have to react to it. It's okay to be with what's happening at the level of belief, but you don't have to react to it. Your body is this wonderful vessel or avatar that you have to navigate this simulation, and and you have the capacity through your feeling state to shift your biology in any way that you choose to. You can literally shift your genetic expression through how you feel about yourself in every moment and the dominant feeling that you're holding. And so nobody's teaching this stuff, right? And spirituality, really, for me, the foundation of it is the mastery of who we are as human beings, right? How do we navigate emotions? How do we navigate the mind? How do we navigate the body? Once we've got that, all of this external material success and performance, all of that stuff, it becomes so much easier because we no longer have to overcome the obstacle that is ourselves, right? We no longer have to overcome the obstacle that is our emotions. We no longer have to overcome the obstacle that is our mind. We no longer have to overcome the obstacle that is our body. So at that point, once we've mastered how to navigate all of this, right, that we are at the level of our humanity, through all of these wonderful wisdom traditions that we have access to, that really knew the truth of who we are, at that point, all of these other extensions become easier, become way easier to navigate.